The Mouse Squad oversees any technical issue, not just for our school, QIRT, but the entire Far Rockaway campus. So if there was an issue with a laptop, a computer, internet connection, anything you can think of, they are tasked to solve the problem.
Do you need anything that needs to be fixed, technology-wise?
No.
No? You're good?
Right now, we're good.
That's great.
They do learn a lot of how to fix computers and how networks operate within their IC3 and Cisco networking classes.
So networking is the communication between routers across networks and over the cloud.
There's a lot of kids that are really into the computers and into their cell phones. They want to try to hack the network.
I joined Mouse Squad because of Santiago. He convinced me that in Mouse Squad I would learn a lot.
When you did that, it changed its out. So you're good to go.
So what's the catch? What do I have to do? And he was like, nothing. You just get to fix technology all day and get paid for it. I was like, all day? He's like, well, after school. I was like, are you sure? And so I was like really hesitant.
What we're going to do today is we're going to build Ethernet cable. It's going to be a straight through cable. Our principal sees that there's a need out here for this kind of training. He's trying to keep the program going.
I became principal of QIRT in 2014. We have gone from a 55% grad rate my first year to an 82% grad rate last year. And one of the things that we saw was that this was a school for information research and technology, but there wasn't a lot of information research or technology. So we created a number of things that are in the STEM track. And so we had two tracks that the kids can get into, which is computer science, which culminates in AP computer science, and IC3 Cisco networking, which culminates in certification. We're a school that's high needs. We also have about 50% Hispanic and Latino, 43% African American, 6% Asian, 1% Caucasian. We are 19% special needs and 30% English language learners.
We are considered a Title I school, which means a significant majority of the students are from low-income families. Other schools in more affluent neighborhoods have parents who are engineers and into computer science and networking. A lot of our parents are first generation, blue collar, maybe don't have a college degree. So this is really the first generation of students in this community, like going to college and becoming what you consider a professional.
Right now, if Ryan comes back, he's probably going to make an Ethernet cable for these two computers right here. Then green, white, brown.
We tend to have a lot of students who have who are in ESLs, so they have very difficult speaking skills sometimes. But they're very good with hands.
I was stuck in all these ESL programs, and I was made fun of a lot when I was younger.
Tomorrow we will be taking pictures. I repeat, we will be taking pictures.
The computer science program in this school started when I came in about 4.5 years ago.
Phones away, please. Let's go. Yeah, you can do that on a computer.
I've had several careers. I've been a New York City police officer. I was an attorney for the police department before I entered into teaching. We have become a central place, I'm talking about our school, to receive computer science education because it didn't really exist in the Rockaway Peninsula area.
Get that quiz out of the way. It's a review of the other lessons. Do the best you can. Really? Let's get together. We're behind already. You didn't even start the day.
He's helping.
Yeah. Philip is a great help, but not a doer. Okay? You're the one that has to learn it. He knows it.
It is a selling point of some of the computer science programs that students should be involved because they could get rich doing it. I completely disagree with that and fight that tooth and nail because I find that it's what I call the MBA mentality. When you tell a bunch of kids from the inner city that, well, you know, keep playing basketball because you'll make the NBA someday, very few people do that. And there's so many roadblocks to be able to get to that.
You guys are not sleeping in math class, am I right? Yeah, wake you up in math class. Okay, so there's a little math here. It's real simple. So what's that INT for, Myra? What's that INT here for? What is?
Hiring is still an issue in our school in terms of getting qualified computer science teachers out to Far Rockaway.
I'm the only one. Just like Mr. Kaufman is the only one that's teaching the computer science.
Finding and looking for these, certified teachers are really difficult. And so I've been in contact with the Office of Career and Technical Education when it comes down to looking for qualified teachers.
I have never studied computer science formally. All of the professional development and training I received was through the Department of Education.
Also, the fact that they're getting close to retirement age. They want to be able to find and make sure that the programs that they put in is going to be taken over and successful.
We must all build cables, men and women. There's no, we don't discriminate.
If I get a 4-year degree in computer science with a major in cybersecurity, it'll be really easy to find a job and help my parents pay off their bills.
Both my parents came from Poland. They didn't know any English. My dad, he does construction in the U.S., and my mom works as like a maid.
That's okay, good.
When I got a computer, I built it myself, and I was really interested in how it all worked.
Oh look, that's Lynn. Do you have any technology issue that you need to be taken care of?
You want me to take care of?
No, we can take care of it.
Nah.
So what seems to be the issue?
What is the problem? I don't.
So
I just know that some of them turn on, some of them they don't.
Last year, the school mainframe went, the servers went down for a day.
You guys fixed it?
Yeah, we had to reboot them.
Does need help or you got it?
We got it.
Why is this Espanol?
It was set to Spanish, and they don't know Spanish, but I do. So that's like one of my strong points as well.
What is it? What does it say?
That's just to translate the language. But we couldn't figure out how to change it back to English. So we kind of factory resetted one of them, and it factory reset to Spanish. So then that was another issue. We're like, okay, how do we change the default language?
Okay. It's only 4.
It's only 4?
Got reset.
How'd you reset?
How'd you reset it? He don't even know what he did.
I don't think I reset it on purpose.
How do you say reset in Spanish?
And so we figured it out towards the end where we had to go into one of our accounts and then set it as English and then restart the whole computer. We deleted all the information so there would be nothing on the files either. And so every student would have like a fresh new computer.
I guess that's really it. That's it?
These are the modules. So it says course introduction, land design. So for this particular module, they may be actually having to maybe read like 50 pages of technical equipment, and then it asks them to do like labs. The hard part is to get them to actually go in and read. They don't like to read.
I have friends that had to learn Cisco networking as an adult in order to keep their job.
There's not like intermediate, hard, easy. They're all hard. It goes from hard to extremely hard.
The ones that graduate from this program will be able, no matter where you put them, they're going to dazzle. Why? Because most people will go to a university to learn about Cisco. And here comes these kids that have 4 years, 3 years of this thing. And so when they start interacting with the professor, they're going to be talking on a much higher level.
We walk in the street and no one believes that we have these certifications, and then you're able to show them. It's really weird to see a student have these certifications and we're not even in college yet.
Give it up for your high school seniors that are going to SUNY.